Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Boston-Raleigh channel. I haven't done one of these in a couple months, but it's a very, very momentous occasion. I have officially lived in North Carolina in this house for 1 year, starting right now. Even though I filmed this before I put it out, it's coming out the same night. So tonight, I have been here a year. We're going to be doing bargain bin, clearance rack, Easter candy and snacks for today. And we're going to be starting off with this interesting Easter colored ramen. I guess light blue is an Easter color. A lot of colors I think are Easter colors just because like anything that's very, I don't know the right word, pastel, like the sort of light, softer tones. So I got this like really light blue ramen noodle. This is just chicken flavor, I guess. But it's very interesting. It looked normal and then it turned blue when you poured it in the water. So very interesting novelty concept. See if this tastes any good. Wow, it looks like it tastes like a popsicle, but it tastes like chicken, like a chicken ramen. Very blue. I guess this is like the third time we've done ramen on this channel, so there's not a lot to add flavor-wise, but I would say it tastes like chicken, but it tricks you. It tricks your mind. It makes you think you're gonna eat blueberry, like some blueberry syrup type thing, but it's blue chicken. I'm sure that's gonna go over well in the restaurants when they start dyeing all their chicken blue. But I give this, I don't know, 7 out of 10. Very blue, but also very decent. I'm gonna go into bunny. We all know these to some extent, but this is peanut butter flavored bunny. I've never had peanut butter flavored chocolate bunny, but it's very intriguing. We got, it didn't fall apart, which is nice. We got this nice little bunny shape and everything, not bad. Probably the main issue I've always had with these is trying to eat an entire thing, especially like the bigger chocolate bunnies if you've ever gotten them. They're just so sweet. And the solid chocolate here. So you can definitely taste the peanut butter, but it's not as prevalent as like a Reese's, but this blends well. I think it blends very nicely. Oh, there you go. See, the head was just chocolate. Now you get the inside of the body, and you get the actual peanut butter cup sort of effect. That is very good. I would say this is better than most chocolate bunnies I've ever used to. This is by Russell Stover. It's very interesting. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Honestly, this is a very good chocolate peanut butter cup in a bunny shape. Now I just get the regular one that I'm actually kind of like I'm slightly dreading getting into this and getting a ton of just sort of sweet chocolate. I shouldn't really be dreading it because I don't have to eat the entire thing right now, but it's sort of an Easter blessing and a curse. Can't really bite into this thing very well. This is also solid chocolate. This thing is thick. I don't even think I need to take more bites out of it. It's just a lot sometimes when you take a bite into like milk chocolate, and like for some reason if I took a handful of M&Ms, it wouldn't be the same. It's just kind of like you get straight bar of chocolate and it's very sweet. Milk chocolate to me is very sweet anyway. This is why there's these coming up next. Sort of my favorite form. Yeah, I'll be taking one bite of that thing and not going back for a second like I normally do. It's just a lot to process, and I really only took like a small bite of this thing. I mean, luckily all the stuff I got was way less expensive than it would have normally been. All clearance priced, but I don't know. Give it a 5 out of 10. Now we have Dove dark chocolate eggs. Interestingly, they're in halves, so we have half an egg, but as they say, 2 halves make a whole. It's not put together correctly. Oh boy. Dark chocolate, for those of you unaware, is my favorite way to eat chocolate. None of that fake white chocolate stuff, none of the weird flavored chocolate. Although I do kind of like, I've had like pink strawberry chocolates before that are pretty good, but it's not just, it's like you've done something to it. This is interesting. So, I keep expecting there to be something hollow. It's always solid. So, it tastes much better than that bunny. It's one whole piece. No air. I do like buying things that don't contain very much air. Well, I haven't bought a lot of chips lately. This is incredibly pleasant. It is good stuff, and part of the odd thing about eating a lot of chocolate at once is you just kind of get like this overwhelming like coating of chocolate in your mouth. I'm glad I ended on the dark chocolate is all I'll say. Now I've gotten into, what are these? Donut Shop Coffee Peeps. Which is very intriguing, because Peeps are the kind of thing that you usually get at Easter, and that aren't ever good the rest of the year, unless you just really like marshmallow stuff, but I feel like Peeps are one of those things that they don't really ever have to advertise. People just kind of, they buy them during Easter because they remember them from Easter's long ago. Sort of unspoken tradition passed down in the American culture. Oh, look at that. Very cocoa brown, coffee looking. Smells very coffee. It's very weird. So if any of you have not eaten a Peep before, basically it's this big blob of marshmallow coated with like a dusting of sugar. And the sugar is very coffee-like. I feel like I'm eating a Frappuccino in marshmallow form. It's very strange. It's not bad though. So going back, I don't think I gave the Doves anything. I'll give them 8 out of 10. Peeps get a 7. Peeps get a 7 because they're not bad. It's just, I guess the flavor isn't really bad. I think the flavor is a great cake, but it's still Peeps. And going back to our chicken theme, we've got Peekaboo Chick, which I guess is like a thing inside of a. It's an egg hatching marshmallow chicken chick inside of a chocolate egg. So I guess this is kind of like, this is very much a Kinder Egg without the toy. It's just something else you can eat. I can hear this rattling inside. You get the ASMR factor here. It's very strange. This is very nice and cool though. Oh, and See, you can see with all of these, you can see the seal. The line where they decided to sort of semi-meld and seal the thing together. Should I try and break it with my teeth or break it with my fist? I'll probably just try and bite into it. So unlike everything else, this is in fact hollow. Kinda. Oh, it cracked in half. There we go. And thus a child is born. This is very interesting. I've never had... This is kind of a normal chocolate egg. Not bad. A little sweet. A little sweet for me. I guess when you're a little kid, you really like sweet. Even when I was a little kid, I never really loved eating a whole chocolate bunny or anything like that because it just... Like, it tastes good, but it kind of makes you sick to your stomach to eat that much sweet. This is the first thing. I have no idea what this is going to be like. Maybe this is like a peep. It's just a mallow chick. It's got a little tiny orange beak. Little red hair. Wings. Little eyes. I have no idea what this is, but I'm going to go for it. Oh. This is... Oh, it's like a really chewy gummy. But all the wings and everything on top of it, it's all hard. The flavor isn't terrible, it's just really hard to eat. So the chocolate, I'll go back and say 5 baseline. Chocolate egg. Oh no, it's just broken up into little gummy bits in my mouth. Need to get some heat. It's appropriate. This is chicken. Well, the video must go on at some point. Oh boy. We have a big bunny marshmallow. And this is also by Russell Stover. So, whoever this guy is, this Russell guy, he makes a lot of Easter candy. And I guess, like, when I went to go buy these, most of them were, like, there was a couple left on the shelf, and I just bought things that sounded interesting that aren't, like, basic things that everyone's had. But, oh boy. This is... Oh, it's melty. Oh, that's great. You can see the back of it. I don't know if this is because of where I kept it specifically. I don't think I kept it in a very warm place, but it's all sort of melty. I'm not taking the whole thing out. You know what a bunny looks like. Just imagine chocolate bunny from the head up. And, hand sticky. You can see the marshmallow inside. You know, this kind of reminds me of a moon pie. It's actually really good. This thing is like... It's really gooey and marshmallowy. The chocolate is just right. It's not super strong, so you get this... It is really kind of just like a moon pie in candy form. And you know what? I'll go above and beyond. I'll give this one... This one gets an 8 alongside the Doves. We've got a few left, and this one is going to be Mallow Top or Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. And I've noticed a trend here. So all of the things I've eaten thus far, except for the ramen, that was an interesting find. They're all either A, pure dark chocolate. Pure just bar of chocolate that's solid. Or B, they're very marshmallowy. So maybe just the kids don't like marshmallows anymore. Maybe not enough campfires. People, because of COVID, they're not going outside. They're not touching grass. It's very interesting. It looks kind of white and creamy. See, the texture is solid like chocolate, but it's Mallow Top for a reason. You got that sort of interesting dark chocolatey looking bottom, or milk chocolatey looking bottom, white chocolate top. Hopefully it's actually mellowy and not just white chocolate. Now this is interesting. This is very interesting. Imagine a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, but you just go like marshmallow fluff. It just gently spread a little bit across the top. Of course, this one's solid, but basically 80% of Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, and then a little bit different flavor. This video's been so sugary. Reese's is a high quality candy though. I would say honestly, the idea was interesting, but the direction wasn't amazing. You might as well just buy a regular Reese's cup. Not that incredibly different. I give that one a 7 out of 10. And this one is it's gonna be interesting. We've got key lime pie flavored M&Ms. I guess somebody decided that key lime was what we were missing in candy. Which, this isn't a Skittle, so let's see. These are actually pretty thick. Like, they still got the little M on them, but they seem huge, like bloated. Very chunky. I'm getting two different things. Somebody asked at some point, what would happen if we combine M&Ms with Skittles? And this is the result. It does have that very meringue flavor, the key lime. I'm getting each different color. I don't know if they're different per se. I think it's just color scheme. I think they're all the same flavor, just like every other M&M. It feels very strange to eat a chocolate lime Skittle. That's all I'm gonna say. I gotta go back for one more though. This is actually not terrible. I expected this to be the worst thing I tried today. Now honestly, this is pretty good. This might be my favorite one that I've had so far because it wasn't plain. It was like plain, bland, boring. It was like if you combined the idea of this one with sort of the execution of the Peep. Because like Peeps aren't great themselves, but the execution of the coffee on the Peep tasted pretty coffee. Didn't conflict, it blended very well. This was like a really cool idea with a good candy already established. But, you know, the flavor wasn't all that great, it lacked that form of execution. This is sort of the best of both worlds thus far. We got these M&M key lime M&Ms. That's not anything I'd ever thought I would have loved. Skittle M&Ms. That's usually that's the thing you do when you want to do a really intricate April Fool's prank. You get M&Ms, you get Skittles, you get like Reese's Pieces, you get everything and you mix them into a giant bowl. And then someone goes and takes a handful, then eats it, and then is disgusted. But no, this may prove that backfires. Maybe that's not a good idea. But now we finally have our, I can already smell them, Dunkin' Iced Coffee Jelly Beans. They're Dunkin' Donuts brand iced coffee. And that is my favorite thing to get from Dunkin' now is their iced coffee. And let's see, do they have a flavor chart? They don't have anything that actually indicates flavor. Oh wait, no, they do. They've got these 5 over here. We got a few interesting ones. We got all of these. We got toasted coconut, butter pecan, caramel latte, hazelnut, and French vanilla. This is sort of a 5-for-1 deal here. We're gonna see me try 5 of these different jelly beans. This one is caramel latte. I taste the caramel. It's not as much caramel latte as it's just you blended caramel with coffee. I guess that's really what you have to do to make that flavor. That's like a solid. That's another one of those like 6, 7 out of 10 candies. That didn't taste very bad. Let's see, we get another flavor here. I'm just pulling up orange somehow. Can we get like an array? Here we got the yellowish one. We got butter pecan. I don't know why they decided butter pecan was a good flavor. It's always been my least favorite kind of like pies and desserts. It just tastes like a butter flavored jelly bean if you've ever had those. Nothing special here. You can try toasted coconut, the brown one. You don't get the coconut flavor at first, but then it kind of creeps up on you. Honestly, it's not bad. I don't know if it's a winner. It's not bad. Gonna go on to hazelnut. There you go. You can hear those hints of Nutella. You know how vanilla is a base flavor in society? If you were to go with a base flavor for any of these, the hazelnut one would be the best. Because it has a lot of the undertones that the other ones have. I might be eating my words though, because we still have French vanilla. It's the white one with specks. Okay, this one's much better. It's very interesting. It's kind of like a richer flavor. than the other ones. I'm not really sure though, because the French vanilla, it also has that sort of, I guess maybe this is my problem with jelly beans in general, is they kind of all taste the same at the end of it. They'll just go back to being jelly beans. And I'm going to do something incredibly dumb here. We're going to, because it's the end of the video, I've run out of things to pull out of my hat of tricks, my chair of tricks. We're just going to put like bits of everything together and I'll have to take a bite of it all. Take this random eggshell. It's too sweet. Obviously the larger things I'm not going to do. I could have cut a peep if I was really interested in making this like super realistic, but those are all kind of similar in essence. I've done this with every video thus far, and this never actually tastes all that good. Getting all that all in one handful. We got Dove egg, we got jelly beans, we got M&Ms, and we got pieces of the shell. I should have something marshmallow. We're gonna get one of the Peeps. If I really hated myself, you know what I'd do? I would do this. That's what I would do. My cameraman is very disgusted at this thought, but we're gonna mix this up a little bit. Gonna reminisce over the last year we've been doing this channel. We've been posting on this channel for 5 months now, and it's never been boring. I've done a few like my political prediction videos. I've done a lot of the food stuff. See that nice mixture in here? That amazing tincture of marshmallow. Gotta really cut this up with a spoon here. Oh, it's beautiful and disgusting in so many ways. It's this is really bad idea. This is the epitome of really bad ideas. Right now it's just the marshmallow part. Like all the chocolate stuff is melted off. I mean the coffee sugar stuff is melted off. The chocolate is all melted in here. You can see it's all like melty and it's turned the water murky. In the ramen, the water's all disgusting. So, is there anything else I could do? I mean, it's all kind of the same stuff to some extent, except for the last few, because it's just kind of like, how peanut butter is this chocolate? But I'm not going to taste any of that. It's just going to be all the sugar. It's going to be all gross. Let's get some of those half-melted jelly beans. Let's get some of that in here. Mmm. So beautiful. I mean, you get the Peeps here too. Oh man, marshmallow with ramen. Oh, here's another jelly bean. There. I can still taste the undertones of the coffee. I mean, the chocolate and the coffee. This is kind of what I imagined it would taste like. I'm sorry for all the food fans out there. I've completely butchered this ramen. And now that it's really mixed in, it's like, it looks like hot chocolate. Oh man, it's bad. I'm gonna take a spoonful of the juice and just... I mean, the chicken flavor kind of actually hides the rest of it. But yeah, been doing this channel for a while. Been doing the Pro Antagonist channel. You can check that out. Link in the description. Been doing that for almost, I don't know, 8-9 months. This has been pretty fun. I've never really gotten to do a lot of like interesting creative things, filming stuff, eating really bad food. Again, apologies I hadn't posted in a couple months, but life's been tough, and well, I've been trying to catch up in a lot of ways. Gonna have some interesting stuff coming up in the next few months, though. So be sure to look out for that. This is just like chocolatey ramen. Oh man. It's literally just brown and blue. This is absolutely disgusting. Oh hey, another jelly bean. Oh wow, look, it looks like a rock now. Like all the color is starting to fade away and it's just become a husk of its former self. Get that in. Alright, nothing in here has been as bad as that one in the Goya video. That was like, it tasted like, okay, that was a mistake. This whole ramen thing was a mistake, putting it all in the ramen. I have to keep taking bites of it because the salty helps get rid of the weird nasty flavors, but then I just keep getting it back. It's a very vicious cycle. Yeah. Not a sponsor though. It absolutely could be. But it's bad. It's just it's like a bad relationship. Sometimes you think what you need is more of it and you just need to cut it off. That's a good way to describe a lot of things in life. I shouldn't take another bite. This is like the worst idea to keep going back for this. This is a metaphor. This is a metaphor in life. And I think that's where we should end off, because you should always end off with a good lesson. When something you know is bad, but somehow it entices you anyway, just don't go back for it. Don't do it. Do the healthy decision. Don't eat the candy ramen. And yeah, definitely like and subscribe to the video. Link in the description for the other channel, The Pro-Antagonist, where I do a lot of anime stuff, anime related. I'm going to be having a lot more stuff on both channels in the upcoming months, probably more so in July. And yeah, thanks for watching.